choice to study Islamic studies in America or overseas if you do overseas?
No.
Can you repeat your question louder?
Yeah, if I had a chance to go to study Islamic studies in America or go overseas, would I go overseas? I wouldn't. Sorry to disappoint most of you.
Why is it?
Because the brief version of this answer is that Islamic studies should be done for a purpose. And a lot of times there is no direct connection between, there's this fantasized idea of I'm going to study Islam and I'm going to be awesome. And how you're going to be awesome, no idea. But I'm going to be speaking at conventions and that's my idea of awesomeness. Right? We have this really weird, twisted idea of what Islamic studies is supposed to be. The fundamental purpose of our life is to serve. Serve Allah as slaves, serve humanity for the sake of Allah, right? So whatever knowledge you're seeking should go towards that goal. Isn't that true? Now, just like when you go to college and you say, what do you want to do? I want to get a job. So what's your majors? Anything that gets me a job. And then people who have no idea what they want to do, they say business. Right? It's like that with Islamic studies. What do you want to study? Islam. What about it? All of it. Because what are you going to do afterwards? Everything. There's no focus. Focus on one thing. Identify if you identified an area within the ocean of Islamic studies that you want to pursue, then go for it. And then if you don't find any avenues in this country, then go abroad. But I'm telling you, most people that go abroad end up studying things that they could have studied in Brooklyn. They could have studied in Louisiana. Right?
Yeah.
Even unlikely places like that. If you're going to go abroad, then don't come back for a while. Go become the best you can be. Don't go study for 2 years. That's a joke. I could have done that here. Whatever you studied could have been done here. If you're going to go for 10 years, 15 years, become the top of your field, become the muhaddith of America, and then come back. We don't need mediocrity.
And I would add on to that I think that we have an incredible amount of resources here in the United States that are not being properly tapped.
Yep.
And I think that, for example, and I'm not just saying this because he's my teacher, because even in the circle of ulama, you have someone like Dr. Salah Hassawi in this country who, when he goes to Egypt, is giving khutbah to 30,000, 40,000 people, and even the scholars are trying to kiss his hands. People don't take advantage of the resources they already have over here, and I think that there's two things that come with Islamic studies. Number one, there's the academic aspect of it, which is studying in a classroom, and that's needed and that's very important. Number two is the aspect of pure tarbiyah, and finding the scholars, identifying the scholars in this country, subhanAllah. And once you learn Arabic, and I'm not doing a promo for Bayna, but seriously, once you learn Arabic, once you learn Arabic, you'll be able to tap. SubhanAllah, it's incredible how you've got these scholars from Al-Azhar and these scholars from Islamic institutions sitting around in masajid, because they don't speak English, getting paid these low salaries, and that are, essentially prisoners of the masajid that could be tapped. And I would call someone, I think that the ideal person, someone that I personally respect a lot, that I think is someone that you all should seek advice from, is Dr. Abu Zayd, the one who spoke on Umar ibn Khattab in yesterday's session. Medical doctor, but learned Arabic, sat with the scholars, studied with Dr. Hatim al-Hajj, studied with Sheikh Rajab in Masjid Tawheed, studied with the ulama, and mashallah has been able to really combine success in this, in the secular sense with success, and he's still pursuing his knowledge. And again, it's fantasized. It's not easy. SubhanAllah, it's not a glamorous lifestyle to be a da'iyah. Being an imam is absolutely miserable. Okay, living an Islamic lifestyle and living the life of a da'iyah or life of an activist is not as glamorous as it seems. Okay, so I personally would prefer, and my parents used to always stress this with me. They said, you've got to do a degree other than Islamic studies. Fine, we let you study Islamic studies, we let you do all that, but you need another degree too. Okay, just in case, you need to have something else. And I had to get a degree in accounting, which I absolutely despise, but I actually did get a degree in accounting. Okay, and I don't work with it, but at least you have to be, you can't just say, I'm going to go study overseas and I'm going to become an imam and it's going to be all glamorous and people are going to respect me and adore me. Dealing with masjid boards in this country is the most miserable thing that you could possibly do, and it's not fantasized. So try to combine, pursuing a career in this country while tapping the resources that you have in this country, and trying to strengthen those institutions, inshallah ta'ala.